we're not going to be treated fairly unless we come together and, demand it. My name is Walker. I am a personal banker at the Bethel branch. The union is kind of a perfect opportunity to find a common goal, just because we all do want better. And we know we could exist. I started off with Wells Fargo 4 years ago, originally as a traveling banker, which is a statewide position. When they did the pay scale change without adjusting the banker wages, but then also started changing our job duties to being up to 30% time teller, those are things that I was like, we should be forming a union to kind of raise our voice and have a greater say in our workplace. It was really exciting when I saw this article about that Wells Fargo workers were uniting. It was a really exciting moment, so I immediately jumped on that and did some more research. As far as at the Bethel branch goes, where I've been now for 2 years, the greater issues were the debanking of the Alaska Native population. They disbanded that department. They didn't assign anybody to them, or they didn't introduce anybody, so they suddenly just had no banking services. Another prime issue was that they tried to fire this one part-time teller because she had a baby, which we thought was wrong, and we wanted those protections ingrained for any worker, as opposed to just people that have been there for at least a year. It's a super low-risk branch. We definitely don't have security guards, but it could become high risk with understaffing. Even the lowest risk branches could become high risk real quick. Part of the reason that we're adequately staffed, I think, is really just as a placator. They don't want people to unionize, so they are trying to at least temporarily adjust the problems until the unionization effort goes away. There's nobody at my branch that can afford to live on a single income. So I have to work 2 jobs. Rent starts off at $2,000. I mean, it's a expensive place to live. Wells Fargo can afford to pay people well enough. It doesn't hurt them. They wouldn't even notice, really. I don't know why we have to fight for $1 when it's really nothing to them. Wells Fargo workers coming together and unionizing is going to be a major step in the nation's largest industry. There's a lot more support than you realize at a global stage. People want to support us and be there for us. Just amongst your other Wells Fargo workers, there are people that want to see this change and they're ready to be there for it. You just have to go for it. I think it's really important to know that my goal with this is to produce positive change. This is not necessarily all about hating Wells Fargo or hating where you work. There's a lot to be said for wanting Wells Fargo to be the best employer. Together, make it the best place to work.